Yeah, I guess just a little applause to the end. I mean, or don't applause at all if it's not good. But, yeah, no, we're gonna kick it off, and it's kind of a story. So see if you can keep up.
Yeah, Ben.
And yeah, we're just gonna do this thing, right? A little background. Sorry. Just a little background. First song, the situation, just so you know, when I started up, is I'm in a conversation, is someone that I've been in a relationship with, and I'm ending it. So, I know what you're thinking, but just stay with me, stay with me. But, yeah, that's kind of that's where we're starting.
It starts with a picture, it sits in a frame. We start with a letter, and it ends in my name. And it starts with forever, and it ends with a touch. And I know that you're clever, and I don't ask for much. Baby, we forgot all the things we are together.
You should sit down, no, I think you ought to. Cause I can't stand to do this, but I got to. Let me start off by saying that you're perfect. And what I'm about to do, you don't deserve it. You didn't do anything wrong, but I can't go on. So I gotta get going before I have to respond. But then you grab my shoulder, and that's why. Truth is, I can't tell my past by. And I know that you're the type to forgive, but I can't make up for the way that I still live. It's not you, it's me, it's true. You see, I can't move, but this is my cue to leave. And I know that I'm supposed to work through this, but society tells me this is the best way to do this. Sever the ties with the better the lies, and so my letters disguise and then I'm dead to your lies. Then you can actually forgive all my resentment, or maybe I'm just scared of commitment. I thought I loved you, I guess that I don't. You're gonna ask me to do things I know that I won't. Talked in weeks, doesn't that bother you? We grown apart and we'll probably get farther too. When we did talk, I wondered if you were listening. So I simply just made it a dismissive thing. Like if you can't, you would've showed a little more of it. Now I'm trying to justify my problems at the core of it. It's my fault, I'm bad with communications. I procrastinate and you just call it patience. Trust issues, how can I lie? Plus I got a temper, trust me, I try to contain myself and bounce it off the walls like highlight. Sometimes I think that I'm a prince like Sci-High. And I end up putting myself above you. Ben, don't care, I love you. Don't care, I love you. Stop it, you're making it too hard. I'm just not really willing to let down my guard. There's too much ugly, I'm ashamed for you to see. So God, leave me alone, I just want you to leave. I know what you're thinking while you're waiting, slightly impatient for some sort of explanation. So what just happened? What you heard while I was rapping. You might not fully understand, so let me start recapping. Thought I was breaking up with a girl that loved me, a girl who would never put no one above me. Find out that I was talking about God, and when you start to think about it, it becomes kind of odd. You must be an idiot for leaving a king, but take a moment to wonder if you've done the same thing. New perspective, or what it really means, showing how ridiculous this seems. But the story doesn't quite end like this. I started looking for answers and most I'd miss. I was embarking into the dark and then my heart was in. No oxygen, like missing Iron Man like Tony Stark's in him. How am I supposed to breathe with no air? The Jordan sparks again. The promised land's farther than I think and I have to start again. Between sick and dying and coughing in my coffin. Not shocking that I felt that all hope was lost when I was given an option. But I would proceed with caution, tempted crossing a margin that I had been tossed in. Maybe there was hope, but I was skeptical. I was running for truth, but I wasn't even electable. My emotions, they were selectable and wreckable, and I didn't want to drown. This plant didn't affect me full. So it's a dark night, but don't ask me why so serious, because the answer might leave you quite delirious. I went from cheeriest to teariest, the merely the curious nature that had my mind act a fool, too fast and furious. Yeah, man. Alright, bro. Alright, so while I was looking for these answers, I needed this love, and I turned to my sin, and in the same sense that I left God, I picked up sin in that sense, and I was in a relationship with it essentially, and there were just some things I had to tell it, and I had to get away from it.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Check it out. Conversation with my sin. I love you, but you ruined my life. So I'm kinda mad when you thinking you in the right. Assuming you right, it's kinda like a 2-minute night. Illuminate light, man, not in the slight. But in a moment, I can't leave you. No one can ever know everything that we do. You're like a mask that I can't breathe through, much less see into. So I wanna see you. It's a bad romance as we hold hands, cause she's so dense in the ocean, but I'm coasting. Trying not to cross the line, but it's so thin, cause we was coating, but now we coating. Got communications all backwards like a 410. And avoid distortion of remorse when it's forced in. You haven't figured out yet from everything I'm stating. I'm talking about sin, I wonder why we still sedate. God told me later, it's my crutch, but for some reason, and I love it too much. Don't slow dance with the devil, but what about grinding? See, our culture provides excuses when I'm finding. I was born this way, so I swore this day that vindication and inflation will be torn away. So as this was all happening, I got a girlfriend in this time period, and she was like, "Come to this prayer group," and I was like, "Nah," I was like, "I don't really want to go to a prayer group," because I saw that kind of thing as simply like like a lot of people's emotions creating like this facade that that God was there. But she was my girlfriend, so I was like, "Oh yeah, I would love to go," because that's what we do. But so I went to this group, and I'm in this dark place, and I don't really know what happened that night in this prayer group, but this is a little bit into my mind of what happened. Yeah. First time in a while I felt comfort in God's presence. This feeling was indescribable as I sat there in reverence. As a feeling of joy, it fell over me. All I could think and feel is, I am free. I felt like I was let go from being on death row. I guess so, blessed for the spirit puts on the best show. I tried to break you down to a simple equation, but I learned that you can't be broken, there's no problem with you being amazing. I felt like a minor poet that never been in fear. I asked, where'd you go? He says, I've always been here. I felt like I was healed from being blind and dead. I say, I missed you. He says, I never left. So he helped me again to fill that hole. And right there ends the dark night of the soul. Trial and confusion came, and I grew from the start. It's life can be so bright when you step out of the dark. That's about it. Thank you guys.